Okay, so managing public speaking anxiety by me. So what I'll talk about, this chapter covers some of the causes for having public speaking anxiety, how to handle it, and some methods to try to overcome those anxieties. Because it can be hard. It can be really hard. Um, the sources of public speaking anxiety. Okay, so what the book is telling us is that public speaking is a section of a more general problem called communication apprehension. And what that is just a fear or anxiety experienced by a person due to real or perceived communication with another person or persons. So basically, talking with people in groups or one on one, or thinking about talking to people, all that can cause anxiety. Yeah. So communication apprehension. So this communication apprehension can be broken down into two main sections. One is trait communication apprehension, and the other is state communication apprehension. So trait is a general tendency to experience anxiety related to communication. For example, talking to your crush could cause anxiety, stuff like that. State communication apprehension. This is an anxiety related to communications that occurs in a particular situation and time. So, for example, talking on stage when your whole family goes to see you, like if they fly out from far away, yeah, that kind of stuff. Public speaking effects. Okay. Um, so what happens to your body when it is experiencing public speaking anxiety? Because a lot can happen. Uh, so public speaking can influence your body by increased heart rate, sweaty palms, flushing of the skin or face, etc. And why does this happen? This all happens to your body because of the fight or flight instinct we have to help us survive. So I don't know if you guys know about the fight or flight. So basically, we fight or flight when we're scared. Like for example, if we see a pit bull acting aggressive towards us and it starts getting closer, we will exhibit similar effects to speaking in front of thousands of people, like, the sweaty palms and all that. So, cognitive reactions. Other ways our bodies react is through cognitive reactions. For example, thoughts like they probably think I'm stupid or I'm gonna embarrass myself will cause even more anxiety to build up, which is bad. uh, this could cause someone to stop giving a speech like midway and leave, or it could just make you avoid situations where public speaking is going to be required of you. Yeah. The good thing though snap, is that cognitive reactions are changeable, unlike our physical response to public speaking. So we can't really change how our body reacts, but we can change the way we think. It's pretty cool. Methods to help cognitive reactions. So the book talks about three main ones, which is systematic desensitization, cognitive restructuring, and skill training. So, okay, systematic desensitization. That's hard to say. This is the repeated exposure to public speaking in order to reduce uncertainty and novelty. So, for example, volunteering every day in class to read a section of the textbook. This could help you reduce anxiety. This could also be imagined in your head. So it doesn't have to actually happen. You can just imagine it and it'll work. That's pretty cool. Cognitive restructuring. This is when you change negative thought patterns about public speaking. So, yes, one way to start this process is by realizing that these public speaking fears are a bit irrational. People are actually nicer than people think. Once we accept that, things won't be as hard as they seem. So, yeah, I mean, as for me, at least personally, I feel like I'm pretty forgiving when someone is talking up in front of a lot of people because I can relate. I have a lot of anxiety when I'm talking in front of people. So yeah, next is skills training. This just focuses on learning skills that will improve specific speaking behaviors. So basically, any part of the speech making process, like the topic, research, organization, delivery, etc. So yeah, so just focusing on like one of those things and just being an expert at it, you'll start to feel more confident, and you'll be like, hey, you know what, I can do this. Yeah. Some other ways to improve is by receiving constructive criticism and through self-evaluations. One tip the book offers when self-evaluating is to try to not be too picky with what went wrong, but instead focus on the content you delivered and like maybe how. Yeah, so like don't be too hard on yourself. You did pretty good. Okay, physical relaxation exercises. Okay, so this is what does that mean? What is physical relaxation exercises? It is using breathing and stretching to address the physiological response to anxiety. So using these techniques releases endorphins and provides a sense of relaxation and can be done on the low key. So like nobody even has to know that you're doing all this. So how? How do you start? So, okay. So the way this works is by first breathing into your diaphragm. This is located below your lungs. The diaphragm is the muscle that helps you stand up straight and it helps you breathe. So start by breathing slowly through your nose and try putting air into your diaphragm. Okay, your belly should come out a little bit. It's kind of funny. Hold the air in for about 5 seconds, then let it out slowly through your mouth. Do this a couple of times. This also helps during stressful times like worrying about bills or, stuff like that, other stressful life events. Um, so next is stretching. Uh, Stretching also releases endorphins and can help calm anxiety, you know. Stretching can be less discreet, but the book also offers like a more discreet way to do it too, a secretive way. Okay, so have both feet flat on the floor and then raise your heels off the floor and flex your calf muscles, then release. You can put your heels down after releasing. So, yeah, basically like tippy toeing, except when you're up, flex your calf muscles and then release that. Release your calf muscles from flexing and then put your heels down again. So do this about like 5 times and it should work on like releasing those endorphins and stuff. Okay, vocal warm-ups. So these help with warming up face muscles and your mouth. This also helps reduce fluency issues, which is pretty cool. I kind of did it before this video. A lot of people who use their voice professionally use these warm-ups like singers, rappers, stuff like that, news people. So the book gives a list of some of these exercises. I gave out a few right here, but it was too many to really put. Um, yeah, so some of these include purse your lips together to make a motorboat sound, hold it for like 10 seconds and repeat. So it kind of sounds like that. The next one's clench your teeth and say N to stretch your cheek muscles. Say mum 5 times and open your mouth and eyes wide each time. So each time you say it. You can also say puh 5 times, making sure to use your diaphragm, the thing, to enunciate the H. Okay, so top 5 ways to reduce public anxiety. To, yeah, speaking anxiety. Um, so the book also offers a top 10 list, but I'm going to show you the top 5 because again, it's too much, too much. Number 1, remember you are not alone. Public speaking anxiety is common, so don't ignore it. Confront it. Yeah, I have public speaking anxiety too. I feel like everyone has it, really. Yeah. Number 2 is remember you can't literally die of embarrassment. Audiences are forgiving and understanding. Like I said, personally, I'm pretty forgiving. I feel like a lot of people are too, you know. They're not gonna just be really mean to you. That'd be messed up. Yeah, okay, yeah. Number 3, remember, it always feels worse than it looks. So yeah, like, I could imagine. I kind of have a story. I was in this rapping program, and at the end of the rapping program, you have to perform with a group. And when I first did it, there was like hundreds of people there, and I've never done that before. So I was super like anxious about it. I was just like, damn. But I did it. I was like, I did it. In fact, I did it twice. I did it last year too. But yeah. It wasn't that bad. The first time it was like, oh snap, there's a lot of people. But once I started rapping, I was like, oh, it wasn't even that bad. I kind of just focused on the lyrics. Okay, number four, take deep breaths. It releases endorphins, which naturally fight the adrenaline that causes anxiety. Yeah, just breathe. Breathe. Number five, look the part, dress professionally to enhance confidence. I'm probably gonna try to dress nice tomorrow because I think tomorrow is my time to do the speech. But yeah, so yeah, those are the top 5 ways, and yep, that's the end. Um, Thanks for watching my awkward video, and I hope you enjoyed.